Last week, I made a video where I told you to take your highest performing videos and redo those videos on Instagram. Sometimes this really helps me to redo videos or maybe make a part two when I'm really out of ideas to talk about. And so I recreated a video that was new construction in the town where I live because that one performed very well a year ago. It had over 100,000 views. I think I got like a few hundred followers, and it created a lot of discussion, which was nice. And so I was like, well, you know what? Why not? I just make it again for this year, 2025. Uh, these really provide a lot of value for your audience. They show people that you know what's going on. You'll have a feel for the market. And whenever people are asking, if they have doubts about the future of your town, you can easily pull this out of your back pocket and just say, look at all the things happening in this town. Corporations are building, the hospital is expanding, so many things to talk about that could benefit the appreciation in your market in the future. But that's your job. I'm here to tell you about what you can do to make your online presence on Instagram a little better, and for you to get clients on Instagram as well. So all these will help. All these tactics will help you. So I want to show you the video that I did recreate. And let me just go ahead and switch my screen now. And so you can see what I'm seeing. And so if I'll just do a quick recap from my last video. If you just go to your Instagram here, this is the desktop version. You can click this button so you can see the views. And that's how you indicate which videos perform the best. You can do it in terms of views, which is down here in this corner, as you can see. Terms of comments, that's always a good sign. So that's what I want you to look for. And so I pulled them up right here. So this is my first video that performed very, very well last year. You can see that I got 151,000 views, got about 800 new followers that day, and it was pretty solid. So I was like, let's remake this. So a couple weeks ago, this is 2025, I remade this video, and it didn't perform as well, just about maybe a tenth of what it did. So got 13,000 views, got 9 follows. This could be for a lot of reasons. Maybe the video, I always blame on the video. Maybe the video wasn't as good as you thought it was. I wouldn't really blame things on like times a day you post, even though people do say that's a big factor. Right now, people are posting in the evenings. That's when most people are on. But really, what it really boils down to is how good the video is, and that's what I want you to think about: is how good the video is. What value do I provide? And it doesn't need to be fancy cuts like you're seeing here. It can really just be you talking to the camera like this, and you providing really interesting information. And you don't have to be very emotional about it. As you probably know already, there are a lot of creators who are very monotone and are just themselves. So, but remember, it's all about the value. So, off my last video, let me go back to here. Off my last video, I didn't really give you too many ways to find more content ideas. I just gave you that one way to find it. So I said, go to your profile, find the one that has the most views, and redo that video. There's lots of ways to do that. You could just make a new version like I did. Last year was 2024, so I just made a new one, 2025, new construction. That's an easy one that I feel like every realtor should do. And then there's other ways you can redo the video, like just redo the first few seconds, maybe a new hook. You can ask ChatGPT, or what I'll get into in a second. We'll go into Google to get ideas as well. And you can just redo those first few seconds of your video and see if that works, and you can just keep testing that. And you don't need to worry about your audience getting the same video over and over again. Well, because one, they probably won't. The algorithm shoots it off to a lot of different people. and only sometimes your audience. There might be one or two people who are loyal followers, like, your mom or a couple close friends who, might get it or might recognize that it's the same video. But think of content creation, good content creation, like a song. We listen to the same song over and over and over again. A good video you can also watch over and over again, and that's okay. And so, especially, songs never change really, but your video can change that first few seconds, and you can even have a different call to action at the end. You could say follow for more or DM me about this listing. So there's lots of ways you can change it up. But right now, let's get into more content ideas for you. And I want to make you super searchable. And this is how you do it. So let's go back to our browser. And let's just go to Google. So let's go to Google and let's type in your city. So if you just follow me, go ahead and just type in your city. So I'm in Mammoth Lakes, California. First, I'm just going to do that. And you'll see right here, look right here, people also ask. These are all content ideas. Are Mammoth Lakes part of Yosemite? Are Mammoth Lakes worth visiting? Are there grizzly bears in Mammoth Lakes? These are all things that you could make a video on and become super duper searchable. So then it gets into bears. It's a big thing here. But there are at least 5 good content ideas you can make from just this little section people also ask. If you scroll all the way to the bottom, you'll also see people also search for Mammoth Lake, California fishing, things to do, rentals, camping, zip code, population. So there's a lot of things you can talk about, even just right here. And so these are all really good things for realtors. Lots of times realtors think they should only talk about listings, but that's not the case. People want to know that you're doing things in the market, that you're a normal person, and you like doing the things that they like doing. There's a woman on our team who her headshot is with her dog. And because her headshot is with the dog, she got this multi-million-dollar client who they're now under contract on a $4 million brand new build here in Mammoth. And she asked, why did you choose me? And he said, it's because you had a dog in your headshot and I like dogs. So that's why I want to work with you. So don't be afraid to be yourself online and talk about things you like, because that could attract a very great client in the future. So always be yourself. And another thing another reason to not be yourself, or another reason that you shouldn't not be yourself, is because you want to attract an audience that you like working with. So if you're just yourself, more than likely you're going to attract people that are very easy to work with, that you mesh with, and that you don't have to sell yourself to anybody. They just want to work with you. So remember that. I want to show you another way to find content ideas. So you can just go to answer the public.com. So it's this one right here. I have it pulled up already. And you want to go ahead and type in your town right here. So I put Mammoth Lakes. And then you can kind of see that what's highly searched, average search, and lowest searched. So in color. So you can see here a top search is why Mammoth Lakes. There's another one, which Mammoth Lakes can you swim in? That's popular. So there's a lot of things you can talk about in here too that people are searching for. How to get to Mammoth Lakes. These are all things you can talk about. You can put a spin on them. Remember to put these keywords in your description so you can be very searchable. Another good place to find inspiration is actually Reddit as well. So you could find a subgroup in your town. So this is like the mammoth subgroup within Reddit. And you can just see that these are very real people asking very real questions. So, you can answer these questions, whether in Reddit, but I recommend also making a video about it. So you got horseback riding, you got recommendations to pack and ship a bike. So there's a lot of things here that are great information that, not only questions, but answers too. So it's like if you don't know the perfect answer, you can just start reading the comments as well, and you could just make a spin off of that. But chances are you already know how to answer these. So here, it's like I think Reddit is a great hack, and it's becoming more and more searchable on Google too. So definitely use Reddit when you can, but Google alone should give you multiple ideas just from a quick Google search. And we only typed in the name of the city. You could also say like Mammoth Lakes real estate, your city, and put real estate, and see what people are searching here as well. So of course, as always, Mammoth Lakes real estate, Zillow. People want to go straight to Zillow, and Zillow is a really fun topic to talk about because people will listen to us if we talk about Zillow. So talk about those platforms too. You can talk about how you like it, maybe you don't like it. I just did a post the other day that was, let me see if I can show you. That was about Zillow. So I did this one that's trying to contact the listing agent on a Zillow. I just showed people how to contact a listing agent. Because if you paid for Zillow leads, you've probably gotten a call before and someone's just trying to get to the listing agent. And a lot of people don't know. You can find their number, below the picture. So that's you can steal that idea for me if you want, reuse it. That's totally okay. But yeah, here too. So you can talk about Mammoth Lakes homes for sale by owner. You can just talk about, pros and cons of that. You can talk about, you can try to fill in Mammoth Lakes real estate agents with keywords there. Like if you work on a team, you could, in the description, you can just say your city. So if you're in Los Angeles real estates are the best. Los Angeles real estate agents, talk about yourselves. So start thinking in terms of keywords, and that way you'll be even more searchable, and the chances are of someone finding you just skyrockets. So I hope this is helpful. To recap, we have use answerthepublic.com for ideas, just also simple Google search for ideas to talk about. And you can also use your top performing videos that you can just find here on your Instagram page. So there's a few ways to get great ideas. And if you need any help with this, feel free to reach out. I'm always happy to help. And I hope this is very informative for you. Action items: either make a video off of your top performing post or make a video based on a Google search. That's what I want you to do this week. Just try to do one, answer one question in Google search, and people will find you eventually. You're going to be everywhere. So just keep it up, keep consistent, and I'm here to help you, and have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching. Talk soon.